So today is Friday, the portal is glowing blue, and I have decided to pull my ancient shards. Now, I'm not going for the current Fusion champion, but there's still a champion chase tournament going on with some pretty good rewards, including 2 legendary tomes, and you know how I feel about legendary tomes. In addition, there is a 2 times ancient shard event going on, and I have 100 ancient shards. Now, in yesterday's video, I pulled 100 soul stones. If you didn't watch that video, not many people did. Don't worry, you didn't miss that much. It was a little bit painful. If you want to go watch it, go ahead. I'm hoping today's pulls go better. And again, the nice round number, because I do love me some 10 pulls. I am Colred. This is Colred Plays. Let's get started. I don't want to delay too long today. I want to get to those shard pulls. So please just smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and consider joining our Discord community. Thanks so much for your support. Now let's go pull some shards. So I have mentioned this before, but I like to do an expected return calculation in order to help me decide whether or not I want to pull shards. Usually I do this for ancient shards, sometimes for voids and sacreds. But it helps me to kind of estimate where I am likely to get the best return for my resources. Now, I have 100 shards today, so it's really easy to do the calculation. That's why I want to just walk you through it briefly if you've never done one before. It may be a tool that you find some use for in the future. So the first thing I'm going to do here is look at the percentage drop rates for this 2 times event. Now, as you can see, it's a 1% chance for a legendary, 16% chance for an epic, and 83% chance for a rare. Now, in addition to this, we have to consider the point return that we're getting in the Champion Chase tournament. Now, I'm not going to take you over to that screen, but just so you know, it is 500 points for a legendary, 250 points for an epic, and 10 points for a rare. That's what we're going to get when we pull our shards. So what we want to do is we want to take the 100 shards, we want to multiply it by the decimal for each percentage. So that's going to be simple for legendaries. Whoops, let's just go ahead and multiply by 0.01. So that's 1%. So on average, we're going to pull 1 legendary. Again, this is on average. You're never going to get exactly this, especially like, let's say you had 85 shards or 115 shards. You're not going to get fractional legendaries. So again, this point total is just an estimation. It's more than an estimation, but it's the expected return in the long run. So basically what we're going to do here is just multiply this by 500 points. That's nice. That's 500 points. So we expect 500 points. That's our expected return for legendary champions. Now, for epics, we know that we have a 16% chance. So again, we would just go ahead and clear this out. We take 100 times 0.16. That's 16%. That gives us 16 shards. That's why 100 shards is so nice. So we should return 16 epic champions at 250 points each. That's 4,000. And then we're going to get 10 points for each of the 83 rares. So that's going to be 830 points. Plus, again, I'll add the 500 back from the legendary. So my expected return here is 5,330 points for the champion chase. So that's good to know, because now I can estimate where I might end up on the reward track, and that can help me determine whether or not I actually want to pull. So I'm going to jump over to the tournament. Okay, so there's the 5,330 points, and as you can see, that means I'm pretty close to that 5-star chicken at 5,500. So if I get a little bit better than expected, I'm going to end up with that 5-star chicken. If I'm a little bit behind, I'm going to not end up with that 5-star chicken, but I still have a comfortable margin here for that legendary tome. I would have to do very poorly to miss this legendary tome. Now, in addition to that, I do have some prism shards. I'm actually going to do 1 prism shard pull as well. So that's going to give me an additional 250 points. Probably, yeah, that's just assuming I get the epic, right? Because it's a 6% chance of getting the legendary. So 5,580. So I'm right around that 5-star chicken would be very nice. I'd have to do very well. I mean, really well to hit that legendary tome. Now, it is a champion chase tournament. There's still 2.5 days left. So I could get some champions from additional shards over the weekend. I could also pull some of my fragment champions out of the portal. I do have several, so I could go for that 7,500 point if I get close. So if I get to like 6,300, 6,800, somewhere around there, I might say, yeah, I'm going to pull some, fragment champions, and maybe I'll do another 10 pull of ancient shards. I'll dip into my gems and buy another 10 pull and see if I can make it all the way to that legendary tome. because as you know, legendary tomes are incredibly important and they are the bottleneck on my account. Okay, so that is enough math for today. Thanks for indulging me. I hope that you find that useful, knowing what it is that you expect to get, because sometimes you might actually hit okay and think you did awfully, but if you do this calculation, you have a better, idea of whether or not you're actually doing well on your shard pulls. And like I said, so 5,500 is right around where I should land. That feels pretty good to me to get all of these rewards in addition to the 2x chance on the Ancient Shards. Okay, so there is one last thing going on today, which is the Harima 10x event. Now I have Harima on my account. She is built. She is 6 stars. She's booked. She's not built super well, and I don't really have a specific place that I'm using her yet, although I'm thinking about Hydra Clan Boss. I also use her a little bit in Arena. I don't know that I need another copy. I definitely wouldn't say no to another copy, but this is not an incentive for me. For some of you, it may be an additional incentive. You're hoping for that 10x champion. I am more looking for Kymar. Really, Kymar, Duchess, those are some of the champions that I want badly on this account. Those are champions that could actually move the needle. I'd love a dupe Newt. That would be fantastic. As far as epics go, you all know I'm still missing Geomancer. So you never know. Maybe one of these days I might get a Geomancer. And with a 16% chance here on 100 shards, could be okay. So let's go ahead and start with the summon pool here. Now, as far as this summon pool is concerned, I only have one pull. The biggest win for me probably would actually be either Mishinaki, who I don't have on this account. I have had him on other accounts and I love this guy. He's fantastic. Or a dupe Armands. That would be pretty great. I don't have Hefrak and I don't have Wallmaster Arthorion. So there are, in fact, several of the legendaries here that I could get that would help me out. And then as far as the epics are concerned, any of the ones that I could empower would be fantastic. And that's just generally true for this. So Royal Guards, Venom Mages, Deacon Armstrong, I could get him the +4. Seekers, any of those would be helpful both here and for the Ancient Shards. So let's go ahead and warm up with this. I don't think have I ever hit a legendary on this? I don't know. You might know better than I do. Let me know in the comments below if you remember me hitting a legendary on one of these. Hitatsu is a very good epic. I have mine currently at 50, but I'll go ahead and empower him. I think he's already +1. But 250 points there for that champion chase. Okay, now let's go over to our Ancient Shards. I have 101 spaces, so we're pulling these 100 shards. As you know, my shard pulls have started to heat up a little bit lately. For the first 7 months of this year, I was ice cold, especially on Ancient Shards. Ancient Shards were very bad across all of my accounts. So I'm hoping that we can continue to warm up and start moving into some, some good territory here with these shard pulls. I'd love to see a Kymar today, man. That'd be huge. That would be absolutely huge. Starting off with an epic. Ooh, double epic. So point totals are good. We want those 16 epics. So that's about on par. Trumbor is a good epic. Vrask is a good epic, but I have them both built. I think my Trumbor is actually 40. I have a 50 Vrask. Actually, I have 2 Vrasks at 50, I think. So, okay. Nothing super exciting in terms of empowerment there, but that's okay. I have all my faction guardians set up. Lockwayne, not particularly interesting. Duodan the Runic is definitely more interesting. He's a pretty good epic. I do like him. I don't have one built. I think he might be 50 as well. But so far, 4 epics on 20 shards is pretty good. Uh-oh. Get that feeling. You get that blue tax feeling. Ooh, just saved me from the blue tax. Okay, so 5 epics on 30 shards. Let's keep going. Sometimes the 10 pulls hurt. Thanasil. For some reason, he did well in Raid Madness. I don't know why. I think he's an awful champion. Okay, so that was, what, 6 out of 40. So we're right there. We're right there. We're not ahead of the curve, but we're not behind. Kalia. Let's see some gold. Okay. Now we're a little bit behind. So we need at least a double epic on this 10 pull. Or we need a legendary. Legendary would help us out. Come on. Another, just saved us at the end. Alika, I have started to build my Alika. So, you know, having her empowered is actually kind of cool. So that's not bad. I don't mind that one at all. But we are falling a little bit behind that 5,500 point curve. So we need to hit a legendary. We need to hit a legendary. Okay, double epic. That's good. Ugo will be empowered. That's absolutely fantastic. Still nothing majorly good yet. Come on. Armina, not that exciting. Mistress of the Hymns. Okay, three epics, at least good on points there. That helps us out. I don't know how many pulls we have left to go. I'm not keeping track. I was trying to keep track, but Deathless is... Another epic. Burn Geary, okay. Another 3 epic 10 pull. Not bad. Soul Drinker. That's an interesting champion. I should revisit Soul Drinker. I don't have a Burn Geary built on this account, but I've built him on other accounts, and he can be very valuable. Really good for Bommel if you need a Bommel solution. Come on. I want to see some gold here. I need that expected return. Don't blue tax me. Don't do it. Finally got hit with the blue tax on the last 10 pull. On the last 10 pull. Ooh. All right, let's see how we did on the points. I think we're behind the curve. I think we didn't get to the 5,500. I don't think we got to the chicken. I think we're short of the chicken, but not by a lot. Maybe we're at 5,000 points. We're at 5,090 points. So not too far from the chicken. So I could always pull a legendary fragment champion if I had to, or maybe, you know, try to get, I might do another 10 pull later in the weekend. Like if I don't naturally get this 5,500, I might go and dive into my gems. I am sitting in 5th place here. I'm not really going to make a dent in the leaderboard. You know, like best case scenario, maybe I get into 4th place. I don't even think I'm going to get into 3rd place. But I will take that legendary tome. Thank you very much. I'll take that epic tome. Thank you very much. In fact, I'll grab everything right now. In fact, will this champion chase, will this give me points in the champion chase? I don't think it does it? That'd be weird if the reward gave you points. Yeah, it didn't give me anything. Ooh, is there another reward? Did I miss a reward? Yeah, there's a reward down here at the bottom. All right. So no gold this time. 100 shards. I'm pretty sure I just recently hit on an ancient shard, so I'm not even that close to Mercy. I think I'm probably 108 shards in now. So we'll have to see if I pull any more during this weekend. If I do, I will update you. Let me know in the comments below. Did you pull for the 2x ancient shard event? Did you hit? Or like me, did you kind of just whiff? I hope you got the points you needed for the champion chase tournament. Good luck completing your fusion if you're going for it. We're just about the midway point, a little bit past the midway point. So stay strong, finish off in style, and get your fusion champ. Okay, that is it for me today. Thanks so much for hanging out. I've been Colred, and I will see you in another video soon.